wasn't even born in this country.
I'm a Muslim, innit?
Had some violence there.
Listen, it's nonsense. Yeah, that's it.
I'm Iranian Jewish.
This is Afrobeat.
I'm a legal immigrant who fled Venezuela.
Well, we haven't decided yet.
So me, I'm an ATL. If I'm KKK, then I don't know what yours is.
Fucking terrifying.
It's a very attractive thing.
But if you don't love this country, you should go.
I wanted to sterilize myself, and now I just want to have family.
We get persecuted.
I don't want to make this, but I have to. Because you guys need to chill the fuck out.
So, why am I in a bin store? No real reason, thought it was a cool place. But it does kind of stink in here. Oh shit. Iterates the fact that I am not that into making this type of content. I would much rather be making sketches. Buy my workout plan. So strong. Live out some sort of third life to midlife crisis. I don't necessarily want to do stuff about politics or current affairs, but feels important, very important. And when things feel important, it makes fun stuff
Feel
silly.
But yeah, if you hadn't caught the news, stuff's pretty tense right now. When you have big fabric of society melting, things happening like the Charlie Kirk assassination, and then a big fucking march, then it feels like, you know, we should be looking into it, no? And seeing what people have to say. We will no longer tolerate speech. Full disclaimer, I'm like a massive centrist. I'm like a Bill Maher. A centrist by today's standards. By like 10, 15 years ago standards, I was like a classical liberal. Newsflash, working in traditional media, there's a lot of very left-wing people there, and that's fine. Many of them my friends. And so I'm a pretty good, I don't know, intermediary between the left and the right. When I was working at Vice, I was working on a comedy thing for their TV channel at the time. And then I got pulled on to working on Vice News very briefly, you know, a day or less than a day with Jake Hanrahan, who won't remember me. We were covering a protest about Brexit, and yeah, he was just really straight down the line, asked people questions, let them answer, and then you just let the viewer decide for themselves. And that's all I've done here. You should go check out his channel, Popular Front. Very unbiased, very clean, conflict, war reporting, and yeah, he really knows what he's doing. He's an actual journalist. I am not one of those. It turns out there were loads of people who weren't white, and that's very surprising. To me, I think everybody should just do the proper journalistic thing, which is listen to what these people have to say, and then make your own mind up about it, okay? That's it, that's all you can do. And if you still want to get your pitchforks after that, well, then by all means. I don't suggest you do. I'd prefer you not do that. I think it'd be nicer to live together in harmony, in cuddles, and blessings. Thank you to everybody that spoke to me. I tried to not clip you down as much as I possibly could, but there was a lot of people to squeeze in. I will be making one more video, maybe two, depends how it goes, which will be about social media. One particular format of social media that is fucking everything. And if you can kind of get your head around that and educate people about that, then we're probably all gonna be a lot better. If you'd like to see more of this type of stuff, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, chuck a like, follow, whatever is the thing to do on these platforms. Hopefully we can promote a little bit more of like inter-political hugs. How about that?
Got this lying imbecile in charge who just keeps telling us that we have got free speech. I just wish, to be quite honest, that we were conquered by the Americans. We might actually get something back then, because they at least got the First Amendment, where they can't be done for the thing, whereas we can be done for anything, basically.
Former Royal Marine, now work in childcare, and I'm here today because practically I can't afford to live. I'm as British as they come. I'm from north of the border, live south of the border, married an English woman, and I work in one of the most diverse jobs that you could imagine. Yeah. And Starmer can't hear the people. He never hears the people, never answers a question, and we've had enough.
I'm here to show about obviously the freedom of speech, obviously what's going on in this country, especially with Labour, migrants coming in, unvetted men, pretty much everything. So we're here to, you know, as one, as a, you know,
Stop the boat!
the aggressive answer, stop the boats. But basically it's to show our frustrations. This is what it is.
And when you said freedom of speech, what do you think? Do you think there's been any impact already from like the Charlie Kirk assassination?
Even before that, like people get arrested over tweets on Facebook, which is stupid, and get sentenced for 3 years. That example, that Lucy Connolly got sentenced, which was harsh. And then I don't know, it was being silenced for no reason. That's what it is.
So why have you come down here today?
Obviously for my family and for my town, because we've had rapists in our town. So we've got a coachload of people coming up from Nuneaton, which is Warwickshire way. We had asylum seekers rape 12-year-old, and the police tried to hide it and they gave her the wrong address. So,
wow.
Why did he come down here today? Because 3 days ago, a young man who was gunned down in cold blood for giving his opinion. I believe strongly in freedom of speech. Charlie gave his life for freedom of speech, was a symbol for freedom of speech in life, and now he's a martyr of freedom of speech in death. This is a free speech festival. We need to serve free speech in this country and in America. So I'm here to advocate that and honour this man who gave his life so that other people could disagree with him. Look, I didn't agree with Charlie on everything. I agreed with him on a lot of things, but the things that I disagreed with him on, he would have sat down and had a conversation with me. He cared a lot about other people's rights to disagree with him. He extended the arm of conversation to people who didn't like him. That was sick. But he humanised them, he gave them voice. Some people now have careers on the left purely because Charlie Kirk talked to them. He gave his life so that other people could disagree with him. He's a fucking martyr, and I will honour him till my dying day.
If you are an immigrant to this country, and I'm a legal immigrant for the last 51 years, when you come into a country, you should respect that country, its laws, the culture, and you know the people around you. You can't just come in and say that you are going to change the country into the country you just left. No way. No way.
Did you say that you've been here for 51 years?
51 years, and I worked for 51 years.
Where did you come from before that? Where were you from originally?
Southeast Asia. You know, we had some violence there, and I had to get out.
Is there anything that you'd like to see happen after a day like today?
We want a just society where the laws are for everybody. One law. You cannot have like road laws, you know, your road rules, and have two different rules for different people based on race or religion.
Yes.
It has to be one rule for all and merit society.
Anything to add?
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. That's what it's all about. You want fairness. You know, you want to all to be the same. They can't just with Lucy Connolly her way, and then you've got the Labour one actually punching somebody, and he got off with it. I just can't understand. What's their logic? You know, it seems to me that with the left you can't debate with them. Like with Charlie Kirk, what's just happened to him, they have to be just shouting over you. They can't talk calmly. They have to and try and just brand you as all different things that you're not. So, and then if they think that that's what I am, then I don't care. They can think. I don't care what people call me anymore.
Why do you think more women are now starting to join like these types of protests and stuff like that?
I think it's because of our kids, you know, and all what's happening, with all the hotels and everything, and all the, you know, all the sexual attacks. It's, you know, I've got daughters, and it's scary when you think
like illegal migrants, where they just come in on the boats and they're not verified as to who they are and where they've come from and their background. That becomes a dangerous situation for the people working in the country, and also everybody, but for the working people as well. You know, they're coming in illegally working, taking the lower jobs, obviously. But then there are other people here who want those jobs as well that can't actually get them. So I think it's a difficult situation all around. But definitely, illegal migrants is very different to the legal migration.
Yeah. That's what we want. We want everyone to feel part of our country. Now, like this lovely lady.
Because we want to do this in order.
say all these lefties call us racists. I'd say these lefties are racist towards us. Racism cuts both ways. I mean, I've got Muslim friends, black friends. You know, they all play a part of society. They all work and contribute. You know, pay the taxes. They've got good jobs. But this lot that are coming over on boats, they're only being brought over for one reason only, just to cause terror amongst our society. You know, interfering with our children. We don't want it. We're not having it. We, the British people, will not put up with any more of this.
So why have you guys come down here today?
To be fair, I came down here just to like troll some people and like ask like, why they support EDR and their thoughts in England and stuff, innit?
I did come here. I came here primarily to make content, to be honest. Just troll guys.
Trolling.
Yeah.
How's the trolling going?
Well, we haven't started yet.
We're looking for victims and we're looking for an area where there's a lot of people that we could like do our thing in it.
What have you got in mind? How do you usually troll people with your TikTok thing?
So I'm gonna be blasting some like sound that they probably wouldn't like, and then after I'm just gonna ask them. I'm just gonna be trolling. I'm gonna act like I'm one of them. I'm just gonna like trolling, interviewing them as well, like taking their thoughts on EDR and stuff, innit?
He's the expert. I haven't done much yet.
Okay, and what's your TikTok channel called?
Oh man, I think it's just Osman.
And my one's AK Clip.
Miles Akey?
AK Clip.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Well, it's quite simple, really. If a man like Nelson Mandela and a man like Mahatma Gandhi can defend their countries against occupation by colonialists, why can't the British? It's very simple. So I've just joined everyone here today for that reason. And how can I be a racist? I admire this man, and I admire Gandhi as well, and that ain't racism. Is that all right, Lee?
Yeah, of course. Who would you deem to be colonialists in that?
Well, look, the last time we had this number of immigrants to this country was in 450 AD, when the English came over in small boats across the Channel. And for the past 1,500 years, us Scots and the English have not been gotten on at all well. So how can you expect all these new people to come in and integrate? Wonderful, ideal, practical, I doubt it very much. What my job was as a psychotherapist, I worked for the University Hospital Birmingham for 7 years looking after the troops coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, and the nurses and doctors caring for them as a psychotherapist and counsellor. I latterly worked for a charity in Cornwall until I had a stroke, and that finished my career, and that's that.
Well, that's a good thing for you to do, I think.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's a real pleasure.
And why do you think more women have started coming to these types of protests?
Because of the safety of the women that are getting raped. I mean, like a couple of weeks ago, we were in the space of 3 days, 3 women got raped by around where I live from immigrants that were in the hotels there. And they're also coming out with their cameras and taking photos of schoolgirls, filming them.
Whereabouts was that?
In Merton.
Merton?
Yeah.
There is some truth in the fact that women are sort of suffering more in terms of the migrants that are coming over with their values, the Islamification of the country as well. It doesn't align with women, well, our value, British values, but out of that, women get the rawest deal out of it. And, you know, they're just down the pub and they're just drinkers and they're lager louts and they're hooligans. Actually, we're not. And a lot more working class. In fact, the borderline between what is working class now? I think a lot of the classes between working class and middle class is a blur there. But as you move slightly further up the classes, they don't seem to understand it or they don't seem to get it. They are more far removed from it than we are. All those immigrants that are coming, they're being put where we live, and it's not fair. We've always been a country that is fair, or the way I see it was we've been fair, and it's getting to the stage now where that fairness is being abused, and we are welcoming to immigrants, refugees who need a place to, reside or whatever it is that. But the balance is tilted too far, and now they're trying to take away our freedoms and replace them with their way, their culture, their way of life. And had enough of it, quite frankly.
I'm interviewing people, asking them why they've come down today. Would you like to?
I mean, I'm a Muslim, innit? Where's this going on TikTok or YouTube?
Go for it on YouTube.
I'm white though, innit?
That's funny.
It gives me an enormous sense of well-being. For the rest of the day. Keep up the good work, yeah?
Why have you come down today, sir?
I've come down to support everything that's going on, right? I think it's about time we had a drastic change in the political structure of what's going on in this country. No one's listening to what the people want on many different levels, yeah? Tommy's got some specific things he's talking about, but actually no one's listening to the people on any issues, and it's about time, I think, we just fuck the old government off, and this is the start. From wherever it is you're from, you should be proud, yeah? Wherever it is you're from, you should be proud. And the only reason why people are ashamed to be British is because it's been drummed into them from the media and whatever, that if you're doing things like this, you're racist and whatever, and obviously the majority of people here are not, right? Let's be honest and clear about that. They've got legitimate concerns, and you can't turn around and say that people's legitimate concerns need to be rubbish or thrown in the dustbin, because all these people came to these concerns independently because it's not in the mainstream media. So obviously you have to love where you come from, and if you need to defend it or fight for it or whatever, you need to do what you have to do. So it's all good, isn't it?
It is. Thank you for the interview.
Anyway, I'm too old to be drafted, so it don't really matter.
Why have you ladies come down today?
To support free speech, definitely.
So do you feel like you have your own reasons for coming apart from just covering it?
There's all sorts of things that are now not amiss in our country that need to go back. Crime is intolerable right now.
Where have you come from? You don't have to tell me exactly.
I live in London.
How do you feel like you've really noticed the difference in terms of crime?
In the last 5 to 8 years, it's horrendous. Knife crime, robbery, home invasions were never a thing in the UK. They're now commonplace. Swarm attacks take place where large numbers of men come and kick your door in and steal from your home and beat you half to death while robbing you.
We want summer out! 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 Please!
Get them out! Get them out! Get them out! Get them out!
Why have you guys come down? Are you filming for...
We're filming for Hotspots Britannia. I'm guessing are you live on YouTube?
No, not live.
Yeah, I'm filming for Hotspots Britannia. We've just come down. We're hopefully gonna make a documentary out of this and documenting, well, one of the largest marches in English history, I guess, for pro-British patriotism.
Yeah.
David Lammy's actually country where I'm from, Guyana. Really, really surprised to see him because he's taken the radical left agenda and he's had to tame it back a little bit to keep power. This cabinet and this government is not fit for government, not fit to rule this country. And I think this march shows you the predicament they're in. However, in 2003, 1 million people marched and the government still went to war with Iraq. So this is not going to solve anything, but it lets people know.
You accuse people that attend these types of things of being racist and everything like that. What has been your experience of that?
I think, to be honest, it's...
Excuse me, no cameras on my fucking sexy face. Otherwise, your fucking channel's getting shut down. Of course you didn't.
What was the question?
It was when you say, what's been your experience when you come to these kind of protests? Because it sounds like you've been to a few.
Yeah, I've been to a couple, and they're all right. Most people here actually mean no harm. There are some of the few far-right nasties, definitely, but just try to ignore, and obviously got a job to do. And the people, for most part, people let their feelings know, and they will tell it to you straight. And that's what I admire, especially about English people. They don't sugarcoat it. And the position that the country is in a whole, you're not going to be able to run a government like this with high immigration, with the highest taxed economy since the 1940s, and expect for it to be an easy ride. You're not going to.
You're a big boy.
Hey, buddy.
Why have you come down today?
I've just come down to support my country, you know what I mean? And what's happening to it is disgusting. The left wing and the communism, the socialists are destroying our country, and it's about time, you know, they need to understand, government need to understand that this country is British, it's Christian, has its Christian values and has to remain its Christian values. Start respecting people's views of the right. You know, we have a voice, and they just keep trying to silence us, and it's just not enough. We've got our kids, you know, kids to think of. This country is just being Islamified. You know, in 50 years, if we don't do something now, Christianity and our country's values will just be gone, and has to change. That's it.
We're all normal working class people, like. Kids growing up into the country, into the system, and at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We want change. We've had enough. I got like a 9-year-old, 16 and 18-year-old. What's it going to be like in 20 years' time? It's just they're not going to have a voice, are they? It's wrong.
So you feel like you're being silent?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because everything we do or say, it gets twisted on the media and made it aware of the problem. We're not the problem. This is our country.
I grew up in Iran. I'm Iranian Jewish. Okay. I grew up in Iran.
Ms. Farsi?
Yeah, Farsi.
Farsi.
I grew up under Islamic government, Islamic regime, Islamic in schools, you know. So I know Islam better than you.
Yeah.
Okay. Islam is not the religion. That's the respect. Islam is a dangerous ideology. I had to read the Quran in my school every day, every single day. I know Islam. That's the main reason I'm here. You know about the revolution in Iran?
Yeah.
We're gonna do revolution. By the way, when we can be successful, all the Iranian back to the Iran.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So your plan is to go back one day?
Yeah.
You'd like to say something about why you're here, madam?
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Because I don't want to lose my freedom of speech. I'm not English. I wasn't even born in this country. And I'm not going to say no more because I work for the NHS.
Thank you. Why are you here today, sir? You mind me asking?
I'm here today to film for the Tommy team.
Tommy team?
Tommy Robinson media team.
Got you.
I thought you were in a Rangers shirt.
I'm far right.
No, he's not right. He's not right. That's what he is.
He's far from right.
I only came up here to have a fight with people. Stormy, you're a wanker, so yeah, let's join the brigade.
I think the narrative is the right, the mentalists, but the right don't seem to be slaughtering people for talking.
Common sense has gone these days. What's happened is common sense is out the window, and everyone's too scared to tell the truth. And that's the end of that. You know, if you want someone out your business because they're shit working, you say you've got to go. And now it's all these...
You shoot their throat out in front of their kids.
You don't need to shoot people's throat out, no. But it's got to the stage where everyone's scared to say anything now, and that's what's look what's happened.
Flag is one of it, the blood of Jesus. Look at it, the cross on the white background. That's the blood of Jesus, and Jesus was pure, holy. Both the English flag and imposed on the British flag. Wonderful, it makes me proud.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
God bless you.
It's outrageous what the establishment in the UK have done to Tommy Robinson over all these years. Standing up for children, standing up for families, standing up for people against the rape epidemic. Industrial scale rape grooming gangs. When labeling people a racist isn't as effective as it used to be, when just calling out that you're a racist, you're a sexist, you're a pig, you're a Nazi, these are all, they've been using it effectively for decades. It's losing its edge. They got a big power rush and a big glee from taking down and destroying person after person, canceling them, destroying their life. Now I see that evil shifting to actually killing people, because their tactics need a little more edge. But to see the glee and the euphoria of the left at Charlie Kirk being gunned down, I mean, a very decent father, 31 years old, and a brother, a son, a cousin, and just another human being. But the demonization is massive and so horrendous.
The protection and the beauty and the culture of my land. My land, I say my land because it's raised me. It's been so kind to me. Of course, it's not perfect. No nation is. It's not heaven on earth. But we have a duty to make it as much heaven as we can. And, you know, I've just seen the degradation of home and family and future. And I want that to be restored. You know, my ancestors, like, it's obvious, like, my ancestors weren't they didn't grow up here. Like, I don't have that long of a history in England. But I'm a second generation migrant, and I've just come to fall in love with the United Kingdom and England, and what it means to preserve a nation. And it's not about skin color. It's not about anything. It's really just about being a decent human being and preserving what you love.
This is Afrobeat. That's hilarious.
Yes.
Interesting.
He's from Ghana.
From Ghana? You from Ghana?
I'm from Ghana, but was born in Nigeria.
Oh, right, cool.
Yes.
I'm a Celtic fan, and I'm Florida Union Jack. What does that say? It's not about politics, religion. It's about how this country is going, and I'm here to demonstrate a statement, and I'm so proud of everybody here today. We are standing together. You cannot be ashamed to fly a British flag or get arrested for a tweet. That's why I'm here today, and I apologise to those lefties who think I'm not a racist. My best friends are Pakistani, black and Muslim, so I'm not here. I'm here representing my family, but the whole of Great Britain. Don't disagree. I'm sorry. Go to a country where you want Sharia law or wherever else, but don't come here and dictate our policies. Live by the law, live by the policies, live for the culture. That is why I'm here. Thank you.
We just finished doing the haka on stage.
Oh, you guys from New Zealand? Oh,
New Zealand, mate. Our country's messed up like you guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Freedoms and stuff like that, so that's why we're here. Yeah. We're proud to be here.
Keep England, England.
Oh, this is the case.
Why have you come down today?
I'm just marching for my children. I have 2 daughters, and I want them to grow up in a safe country. So that's why I'm here, yes.
I actually wrote this yesterday. So I'm a legal immigrant who fled Venezuela, and I did not come here to the UK to escape from one tyranny to welcome another one. No way. I did not come here for handouts and freebies. I came here for freedom and opportunities. But all of this has been being threatened, and not by debate, but by violence and living in fear. We are witnessing a trend I know well too good, where those who think differently are met with intimidation, assault, and assassination. This is not democracy. This is a mob rule. This is not strength. This is the weakness of a mob that cannot win an argument with ideas, but with violence. This never was about right or left, but about right and wrong. We're trading the truth for feelings and justice for chaos. My message is simple. To all English and British people, defend free speech, enforce the law equally to everyone, reject violence of any kind, and defend your values, principles, and your culture. Enough is enough. No more double standards. This is a battle for you, for me, and for all of the future of our kids.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Why have you come down today?
Oh man, I'm an old traditionalist, isn't I? It's brilliant. I just couldn't miss it. I struggled to walk, but determined to do it, like, you know what I mean?
So, why have you come down today?
I came down because I love the UK, and ever since I've been here, obviously, I'm an immigrant, and I love this country so much ever since I came here, and I still love it to this day. And
where did you come from?
Uganda. Yeah, so my mom brought us here. But even when I was a small kid, I always dreamt of coming down here. When mom brought me, it was a dream come true.
How do you feel that people have received you in a place like this?
I'm here right now, and I've made a couple of friends already. Anyway, if you get what I mean. In fact, I've had a bad experience from the left.
Really?
People who support the left, because I love this country, and I have some friends of mine who are different races, but they look at me weird because I love this country. So actually, the conservatives treat me better because I love the country, so they actually welcome me.
As far as your what are you hoping for, like, for the future of this country? What would you say?
That we have a solid, great leader that way. Like, I'm an immigrant, so I'm not against immigration. But the problem that's been happening, the left listen immigrants who are not good immigrants. Like, for example, I came to this country and I love this country. If I don't love a country, I'll leave. So it would be good to have a leader who stands on that type of belief or policy where if you don't love the country, just go leave the country. You know, so a good leader like that will be good. Because I'm not against immigration, I'm an immigrant myself, but because there's good immigrants who can make this country better. You know, just like in any country. But if you don't love this country, you should go. And I think it don't matter really about your skin color, because there's even white people in this country that don't like this country. You know, which I don't understand.
They can go.
They can go as well, because I love it. I love it.
Hey, amazing.
I mean, unless I sound crazy, but I think it's valid. Like, you know, go where you want to go. Don't stay here and destroy.
What brings you all the way from America here?
We have free speech in America, and we can say what we want. We don't get jailed. So you do get jailed here in England for saying what you wanted to say. And these aren't threats. You're not threatening people's lives, which you're not allowed to do, right? Even in the U.S. But these are just statements. And they're sending people to jail, whether they're on the left or the right. I don't agree with that.
And how do you feel like, what's the impact going to be of the assassination of Charlie Kirk? I mean, as an American myself, I was watching that and I was pretty shook.
Yeah, well, I guess I kind of thought we were both speaking the same language, but I actually took all this gear off and I went into the Antifa camp and I just listened to the rhetoric I was there for maybe 10 minutes, and one of the guys said, "We need to stop them by any means necessary," and then said again, "any means necessary." And when they say something, you should believe them. They literally mean any means necessary. And that's fucking terrifying. I mean, I wanted to see what they had to say.
Damn right.
So it was very violent. And it was very, we need to pay England back for being an empire. And I don't agree with that. Now, some of this stuff, I'm not as like, I don't really mind if people are Islamic and they live here. You know, as long as they're under English common law, that's fine. So I'm not as, you know, but you have to, it's like you can't get everything you want, right? It's like, for me, it's just, we don't want unlimited immigration. The US, that's been going on for fucking 4 years. It's just like, don't bring dangerous people here. And so, that's...
I used to be hyper-liberal. I hated men, I hated the West, I hated being white. I hated everything that I am. And then I just had this realization that I shouldn't be. I wanted to sterilize myself, and now I just want to have family. I can't wait to have a family. And 10 years ago I had lost the plot. So people can change, but it has to come from something where they feel so ugly inside themselves and go, I can't do this anymore. I'm lying to myself. You know, Charlie, when he was murdered, I don't know the guy. I didn't know him. Many of us didn't know him, but I disagreed with him on many things, but I loved his concept of talking to people. But the murder of Charlie made me want to come and be part of this, and I'm really grateful I did, because I met amazing people and it's just been love. It's just been so much love. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bring me my spirit, cloud on.
Beautiful, ladies. Amazing.
Do a selfie with it,
From Scotland?
Yeah, Scottish, born and bred. In Cambridge, I get paralysed in Cambridge. So we want our country back basically, man. We can't be doing with these boats coming in, put up in 4-star hotels. Where do our homeless go, man? Do you know what I mean? Where do our veterans go, man?
I'll start with this. Britain was built on a Christian foundation, okay? And it's got culture, it's got values. When Christians start talking about Jesus Christ on the streets, we get persecuted. They push you on the side. They tell you, they don't want to hear it. Even the so-called Christians push you aside. So if you say you don't want God in your country, yeah, this place It's built on a godly foundation. If you say you don't want God, what are you going to get? You're going to get Satan. Yes, this gathering is a good gathering. Yeah? Back in the days in the Bible, they fought war to take the land. Yeah, they fought war. But they did not fight war without God. God was the one leading. And when God leads, they win. If we don't seek God, if we don't pray, nothing's going to change.
We need change, and we want our country back. It's as simple as that, really.
Why do you think more and more women are coming to these events? Or
Why? Because we feel less and less safe in our own country. At the end of the day, when I was growing up, it was always women and children first. Not anymore. It's men first, your careers and whatever you want to do. Don't worry about the women, they can look after themselves. We've got a whole load of our single mothers who brought up our children who have now gone the other way. And they're not even looking after their parents or their kin. So we've become a very selfish nation, but here today, showing the community spirit of what people really want, and we want to be able to support ourselves. Everybody's here. We've been bumper to bumper, squeezing through everybody, and everybody's been so polite, and there has been no trouble, as per mainstream media would like you to believe, that we're all right-wing racists, which we're not. We just want the truth, and we just want what's right for you, for me, and everyone, and especially our women and our children. We want more Christianity because we're a Christian nation, and we've got to embrace it. And it's not a wimpy thing to be a male and Christian. You know, it's a very attractive thing.
Someone said, I'm KKK. I'm KKK, I'm India, I'm KKK.
Wow. What about? That's so funny.
If I'm KKK, then I don't know what you are.
So why have you come down here today?
I've come down here today to celebrate the flag, the country, the soul of the country, and the country's achievements, the real gifts it's given to the world. I think it's given itself bad press, really, and we need to be grateful. We need to be grateful for being here, for being British, whatever roots we have, and we all need to come under one banner, which is the one flag and the one nation. And there's too much division at the moment, too much name calling. If your roots are directly British or you've come from somewhere else, you need to really take stock of how wonderful the country is. What a wonderful open mind it has. The gifts of liberalism, real liberalism. I'm talking about hard left. I'm talking about real values and real democracy. The last time I was in India, people on a train, on a random train journey, were saying to me, you need to save your country. And it really hit home that we all need to stand up and be proud, give thanks, be grateful and celebrate. So I'm here to celebrate.
I've seen a lot of the problems in London be replicated across the Western world, including where I'm from in New Zealand. You can change the faces, you can change the names, but it just seems like there's this tension building everywhere, and I've been concerned about it for a very, very long time. And I just thought I've got past the point of wanting to just stand by and let it happen. I'm just over it, and there needs to be change, and I thought may as well make my voice heard, go and show up and show that there is a chance for some substantive change in these issues, not just for here, but across the Western world at the moment.
Which issues do you feel are kind of most pressing?
I think there's issues around uncontrolled immigration. I think there's issues around polarization in society, free speech, freedom of expression. I think those are probably the big ones for me. I think there's also a problem around, if more niche, but postmodernism, social deconstructionalism, the overtaking of our universities. I just did a postgraduate in London at UCL in public policy, and I realized just how ideologically captured those institutions are. And it's not just here. I felt that on my undergraduate in New Zealand too. And I just think all of these are coalescing, and we're just seeing more and more of an uprising all across the world, whether it be Germany, France, Australia, Canada, everywhere.
And yourself?
Well, I've got family who's in the army, and I'm just
sick and tired of seeing our soldiers and our people on the streets when they're getting hotels with everything. Do you know what I mean? Five-star hotels, and I just feel sorry for my lad when he gets older. So bring him down here, show him what it's about, and all stand together. So yeah.
So for you, it's a feeling about fairness, is it?
Yeah, definitely, because we're just not. We're treated like the lower of the low, and these are coming over. We don't know what crimes are committed over there, anything like that. Or it's scary, isn't it?
From a military family, would you also classify yourself as working class or anything like that?
I am working class, yeah. I work. Like I said, what did I say to you the other day about my wage thingy? I showed him my pay slip. I says, look, I get taxed there. We went to a shop. I says, look, there we get taxed there again. We get taxed everywhere, and all our money don't go back into us. Goes holds them in hotels. It's not good. It's not good at all. We need to bring our country back. We've got nothing. It's really scary to think what it's going to be like in the future.